channel. Today in this tutorial I am going to cover, basically we are going to understand the locking mechanism in a banking system. So one of the real world example we are going to discuss about that how locking is help us to do multiple activities, even the sensitive activities. Means suppose in a bank account we are having some amount and we are withdraw some amount from our account, or maybe we are depositing some amount right into our account. So how those things will be done in a concurrency, or how we are going to avoid the race conditions. So those we are going to handle using the locking mechanism. Before going to the detail about it, let's understand what is concurrency. Concurrency is the execution of multiple threads simultaneously. It's a common in modern applications but comes with challenges like race condition. So what is race condition? A race conditions occurs when multiple threads access the shared resources without proper synchronization, leading to unexpected behavior. In a bank account scenario, imagine a shared bank account where multiple threads attempt to withdraw funds simultaneously. So without proper locking, balances may become negative or incorrect. Let's take some example like program example so that we can understand why locking is important while doing this kind of banking activity. So without further delay, let's go to the code and write some code to understand locking mechanism in better way. So here for demonstrating the locking example in banking scenarios, I have created one project, Java project, basically the locking example. So here we can create one package so that under this package we can create all the related Java classes, right? So let's say locking. Okay. Now here first of all we are going to implement the banking activity without locking. For that we are going to create one class over here, let's say bank account. Okay, so this bank account we have created. So this particular class here we are going to defining one field which is the balance field. Okay, and then we are going to initialize this particular field using the constructor like this bank account, where we are going to passing this initial balance and then we are setting the balance over here. Now we are going to create one method, withdraw method, and here we are going to putting some kind of conditions, right? So what will be the conditions? Let's say think about it. For withdraw amount from the account, first of all we need to pass the amount. Then we need to just check that balance, whatever the balance we are having into our account, which is greater than or equals to amount. If so, then we can say that thread.currentThread.getName is withdrawing this amount, right? And also we are deducting that particular amount from the balance field. Let's say we are having the 100 balance and we are withdrawing 50 rupees, $50, then it will be deduct the 50 rupees, $50 from the actual balance, and then we are printing the details over here. Like if you see over here that completed withdrawal this, and this is the remaining balance. Okay, if balance is not true, then here we can say the insufficient balance, right? Insufficient fund for this amount, correct? So this is the withdraw method, and here if you see that we don't apply any kind of locking mechanism. So that means it's without locking we are implementing. Now here we are going to create one main class from where we are going to call this particular withdraw method. So for that we can create another class, let's say bank example, where we are going to create public static void main method. So here if you see this bank example having the main method, and here we are going to set the particular, first of all we need to create the bank account class with the bank account balance will be the $500. Like here we have having the constructor where we need to pass this initial balance, and that balance we are setting it over here. So that's why we are creating this object, just passing this $500. Now we need to create one thread. Let's say thread 1, thread T1, and here under this thread we are passing this runnable one where we are just withdrawing 300 amount, and here we are passing the name, right? So in a thread basically we are passing the runnable task. As you can see, this is the task, the withdraw amount from the account. This is the task, and the second parameter is the string name, means this is the thread name. So first one, this is the runnable task that we are going to achieve, like withdrawing the amount from the bank account, and the second parameter is the name of the particular thread. So in similar way we can create another two thread with withdrawing different type of amount from over here. Let's say this thread T2 is withdrawing amount 300, and the name will be the thread 2, and the thread T3 will be withdrawing the 100 amount where the name will be thread 3, right? So now we need to start this three thread here. How we are going to start those? T1 dot start, T2 dot start, and T3 dot start. Now we need to run this application and see that how it will be behaving, because in a bank account we are having the 500 balance, and now if you see that we are trying to withdraw 300 plus 300 plus 100, right? So 600 plus $700 we are going to withdraw from this account. So in somewhere we supposed to get the insufficient balance. Let's see what is happening over here. So let us run this application so that we can get the output over here. Now if you see over here, so first of all it's trying to withdraw the $100. So remaining balance will be the 400. Now this thread 1 is trying to withdrawing amount 300, in the same time thread 2 also withdrawing the 300 amount. So the remaining final balance will be the minus $200, correct? So this is the problem actually without locking, means it's actually, so here supposed to get the insufficient balance, correct? But as this thread 1 and thread 2 trying to withdraw the amount at the same time, as there is no locking mechanism over there, so that's why they have deducted the amount in the same time, right? So that's why we are finally getting the balance as the minus $200. Instead of that we supposed to get the insufficient balance message, because here we are having this one, that insufficient fund for this one, for this amount. So this is actually we are not implemented the locking mechanism over here, and due to this it's causing these issues. Now what we are going to do to fixing this issue? First of all, we can easily fix this issue by using the synchronize method. So Java's synchronize keyword lock methods or code blocks, it's actually ensuring that only one thread execute the critical section at a time. Use the synchronize on method that access actually shared resources like this withdraw method. So how we are going to use this synchronized block or method? Here like public, after that we just need to use this synchronized keyword over here so that it will be treated as a synchronize method. Okay, now we just need to call this, like now threads now trying to wait there to turn to execute withdraw, means at a time only one thread can access this method. In our previous example we have seen multiple thread can access the method in the same time, but now if one thread is executing this particular method, then another thread should wait to release the should wait to complete the process for the thread 1. So this is the benefit of this use this synchronized block. It's a simple to implement but lacks fine-grained control. Okay, so now actually if we run this example, let us again run this one example. Now we will get that insufficient balance, or if you see that Thread 1 is withdrawing $300. It's completed withdrawal, remaining balance is $200. Thread 3 is withdrawing $100. So thread 3 actually completing withdrawal, and now the remaining balance is the $1,000. Okay, $100. Now actually here if you see that the thread 2 actually trying to withdraw the amount, whereas is getting that thread 2 insufficient fund for this $300. Now actually we are getting that insufficient fund because we are using the synchronized block, means it's actually if multiple thread actually trying to access the method same time, but that is not possible because if one thread is already executing this method, then another thread should wait to complete the process of the thread 1. So this is the benefit of it. Now as we said, it is simple to implement but lacks fine-grained control. So now we can use the reentrant lock for flexibility. Why is reentrant lock? A class, it is actually available in the concurrent.locks. It's offering more advanced feature than synchronized. What kind of advantage? It's actually try to acquire a lock with try-lock, like means a non-blocking, and also ability to interrupt a thread waiting for a lock, like using this reentrant lock for explicit locking. Now actually we can defining method in different way. Like here if you want to reuse this class actually, so here we first of all we need to create one object of the reentrant lock, like as you can see over here. So this is the reentrant lock that we have created over here, like private final reentrant lock object where equals to new reentrant lock. Now in the withdrawal method, so let me create another method over here, okay, and I'm just like commenting this method, okay. So here we don't need the synchronized. So here actually basically we need to first of all acquiring the lock using the lock dot lock. So this is the reentrant lock, and dot lock is actually here we are acquiring the lock. So here actually basically we are going to use the try block, and then here actually finally we need to use, and within the finally block we are going to unlock the lock which is this one, okay. So this is the finally block. So this is the within the try block we need to write this one. So once this lock is done, then in the finally block basically we need to unlock the lock, means it's actually release the lock, right. So this is the actually offer better control over thread synchronization. It's actually explicitly unlocked to prevent deadlock, okay. So now let again we can run this application to see how it is working. Run as Java application. So again like we can see the similar kind of output, like here also we can get the insufficient fund for this amount. So this is a valid actually, or it's actually good one, because previously if you see that the remaining balance was $100, but now that's why we are trying to withdrawing $300 from this account, but it's actually insufficient fund. So this is the valid business scenarios, but without locking we are getting some different kind of output which are not okay, right, in a banking application. So that's why this locking is important. In upcoming tutorial I will try to cover more tutorial on this locking mechanism. Till then, if you guys have anything, please do let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please press the bell icon for further notification. Thanks for your time. See you in my next videos. Bye bye.